She just said that no woman really respects that. So what were you doing? She's constantly telling on herself in this entire conversation. So what was the plan, mama, when you went live and had all your homegirls down into the chat as the guy tried to take you out before you locked the door? What was your plan? Or are you just admitting that you never respected him and that he was simply a foodie call until your own video held you accountable?
In general, my values kind of reflect wanting to build something that lasts.
Yes, sir.
And I want to make sure that anyone that I meet is willing to build a really strong foundation based on our mutual values. Mm-hmm. And I think it in general, a lot of the people that I meet, either they don't have time to set towards building something like that, or they just don't want to because, you know, they're younger, they want to experience, you know, casual dating or whatever it is. And it's just not something that I'm looking for right now.
You got to imagine the conundrum that he's in to come over here looking for a traditional relationship out of a modern Western society, right? This is passport bros in reverse. You went the wrong way, my G. Go back home. Go back, because you're going to have a lot of trouble over here.
Conversation. Now I'm going to ask Alicia as well, because during this conversation, Alicia.
Thank you.
Sip! Beta! I still want your adoration. I still want you to love me, even though you treated me like shit. I'm gonna correct the big bad man to the right of me. For you, Alicia, I love you. I love you, I'm so sorry. I watched one of MTR's videos and he told me I needed to create boundaries for the modern toxic woman today. It's the first time I'm giving the red flag to a G. Sup? B. Sip. Someone go get this guy in a fighting gym. Stop it. Fix your goddamn shoulders. Head back, motherfucker. More bass in your goddamn voice. Man down. Sip down. Enough's enough. You already won. Why are you back on here making a goddamn fool of yourself? I am tired of your bullshit. Someone get him in a goddamn fighting gym. He needs to be punched in the face for his own goddamn good.
You know, you're not going in there, you know your value. It would be embarrassing for you to go inside a Cheesecake Factory. A lot of people like Cheesecake Factory. Now,
it's delicious.
So when I see that video, I'm thinking, okay, she must have some friends who probably would disagree with her going inside a Cheesecake Factory. Your peer group. So peer pressure probably keeps you from.
I would never live that. Oh my God! I would have never lived that down.
Wow! I mean, ate the Cheesecake Factory. They wouldn't let you live that down.
No, I have an image to protect.
Ew. Yo, what's so interesting here is, you know, having an image to protect. Meanwhile, had no idea what her image exuded by posting this shit up on social media. You have an image to protect through what? Through what he takes you out to a date for? That's what your image is wrapped up in? Your image is not wrapped up in you having your mammary glands out for your first date for the world to see? That has nothing to do with your image? Huh? Being overweight has nothing to do with your image? Use a big lady, okay? I'm taller than you. You weigh more than me. That has nothing to do with your image, your image to uphold. But no, your image has to do with how men treat you. Oh, that is absurd. You have to work on yourself before you become a good option on the dating marketplace today. You have to work on yourself. Because what you're expecting is not what we see. We don't see that. You don't dress that way. You don't carry yourself that way. Your body's not shaped that way.
date midway through and going on back home, or?
Yeah, something like that's. I'm sorry, at least that's the first time.
God damn it, guys! It's like he said it. He heard her laughing, and then he looked over to her again for validation. We just saw that a second ago when he corrected the host on his name, and he looked over to Alicia for validation. Don't apologize for this, guys. Apologize for things if you need to be held accountable. Okay? Apologize for those things. My bad. I'm sorry. You're right. I was wrong. You were right. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Do not apologize for things where you do nothing wrong. Stop overcompensating. Stop over apologizing. Stop. Unless you was dead wrong. If you were dead wrong, apologize. But you're not dead wrong here.
You guys have to be at least your height or taller before you would date them?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, I understand that. That probably makes it difficult finding someone suitable for yourself. You are what, 6'1", 6?
I'm almost 6'1", yes.
Almost 6'1". Mm-hmm. Wow. So that means, let's see, 14.5% of men are at least 6 feet, right? But that next 2 inches for you to find someone taller than you, that's 3.6% of men in the entire world that are tall enough that are at least 6'2". Is that discouraging?
I mean, I only need one.
You need one, but he needs to be that height. He needs to make the resources, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be funny. He needs to be charismatic. He needs to be disciplined. And that doesn't discourage you? Like,
I'm an optimist. But no.
That I like.
Yeah,
like
no, I mean,
An optimist.
logically speaking, I understand
finally
what you're
challenged
saying.
her.
I've heard this many
And
times.
she ignored him. No respect.
But I haven't given up on, I hadn't given up on that.
It's so crazy. Listen, a shout out to the interviewer. What he's trying to do is he's trying to quantify her level of delusion. And the thing is, I've always said this. In terms of beauty, right, just visually, it's on a bell curve, right? Most people are in the middle of the bell curve, meaning that most people are average, okay? She is an average-looking, mean-spirited, aggressive, masculine, overweight, super tall young woman that's looking for the top percentage of men. It's pure delusion, but it's always this idea of manifesting your destiny. It's always this, I'm just going to just believe myself, right? Like, all I need is just one. No, ma'am, you need to lower your requirements based off of the things that we're seeing right here. Modern woman. I also want to go over this, guys. I was looking this up over here. There's some people that's not up in here that may not know what sprinkle is. So, as a content creator, I believe, so her name is Shira7, okay? Let's just watch something real quick.
Don't be nice to him all the time. Always have an attitude and then be nice every once in a while. Make sure that he is continuously chasing you.
Now, hold up. This is like a woman's coach, okay? She talks to women about how to be hypergamous and get a high value man, okay? Don't be his piece.
Don't chase him. Don't always be available to him for sex. Don't cook, don't clean for him, okay? Especially if you ain't even married. Make him realize that you're the prize and always look so good that he knows you got options. So when you leave the house, he get a little nervous, all right?
Mind
That's
games.
how you stay. That's how you keep him chasing and in love, okay? Men love mean women, period. Men love mean women.
You simply cannot make this up. What? This is what you teaching women? Men love mean women? I hate mean women. Get them from around me. Please. I want nothing to do with you. I only like feminine. I only like inspiring. I only like beautiful. I don't like resting bitches. I would never allow her to leave the house and look like a because in her mind, she's thinking to herself, well, I got to look good going out there because that's going to play mind games with him. And you teaching women this.
Don't be his piece.
Okay, got you.
That's it. What if you want to get married, but you don't get the ring? And then don't get married, but keep the ring.
What? Dog, what is this shit? What the fuck? What? Yo, that's thievery. That's thieving. That's stealing. What if you want to get married? Get the ring. Bitch, what? And don't get married and keep the ring so he gets on bended knee. He says, will you marry me? You say yes. And yeah, you just never set a date. You take the ring and you pawn it or you sell it. That is so evil. That is evil incarnate. You are a scammer. You are a scammer. But you're telling people this? Guys, do you know how quickly my platform would get taken down if I told men to do dastardly shit like this? Do y'all understand how quickly? Yeah. Like they just, go up on Tinder, only swipe right. All the chicks that you find, set up 3 dates in a day. Go on these dates, try to fuck all of them. Lie. You're so beautiful. Oh my God, I've been looking for a relationship. I want to get married. And squirt in every single last one of them. Leave them with their kids. Who gives a shit? Women love men who just leave babies everywhere. Sprinkle. What the f is this? This is horror. This is horrifying. Yes. Do you
She
feel
will
that
let
that's
him
wrong?
spend, knowing she's not interested in this man. Do you feel that that's wrong?
No,
Sprinkle. She's a gold digger. She's a gold digger and a user. And caught her up. She slipped. She stumbled. We got her, gents.
I don't like users. So, I mean, I do think I think that.
So you don't like yourself. Maybe that's what this all comes down to. Self-hate. Maybe it all comes down to what she's projecting is something that she feels as though she's not deserving of. Oh, we getting deep. We getting goddamn deep.
And there's enough of every type out here to where that's not even necessary. Like there are men that really will just spend money on you.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a certain type. There's things that go with that, but there are, men that'll just spend money on you and are okay with that.
It's so crazy how she's using this as an example. The men that will just spend money on you and not expect nothing else in return is a very small percentage of men. We call them simps. We call them white knights, what have you, right? It ain't tricking if you got it. Yeah, it's tricking. It's tricking if you do got it. My G, it's still tricking, okay? Men that do that for undeserving women, it's relatively small in comparison. Most men don't want to get taken advantage of. That's the majority. So you're using a smaller percentage of the population to justify your actions. This is so sick.
But
What do you take from that type of man, if you don't mind me asking? We call that a simp. And we call that a simp when a man is willing to buy you anything, take you
nothing in
anywhere,
return.
and you haven't actually earned that from him with your affection or just being there for him in general. How do you see that?
If women are being really honest, I don't think most women actually respect a man that is like that.
Okay.
And I think there's two different types. There's the ones that will spend money on and they're objectifying the woman and she's just like a toy for them.
Right.
And then there's the ones that really are
trying to buy his way in, just trying his best to earn any type of affection from her.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of those men, there's a lot of those women who allow that to happen, right? So that's why I take what Jay doing here as being something that is great for men everywhere, okay? He knew his worth. You are a beautiful woman.
She just said that no woman really respects that. So what were you doing? She's constantly telling on herself in this entire conversation. So what was the plan, mama, when you went live and had all your homegirls down into the chat as the guy tried to take you out before you locked the door? What was your plan? Do you think before you perform actions in your life? What was the plan? Or you just admitting that you never respected him and that he was simply a foodie call until your own video held you accountable. You just said that you don't respect women. Most women don't respect guys that do that. They're wasting their time. They're wasting their money. Same thing goes for these goddamn websites. Y'all spending money on Twitch, donating to these female streamers with their all up in the camera, doing sleepy time or hot tub bath streams. And then you're going late night to their goddamn OnlyFans and giving them, like, what? What? Again, it's not the majority of men that are being simps. It's a small subset, but it's enough of a subset to fund an economy of women just like her. Hello.
But he said, you know what? I'm just going to take her home. I don't have to do this. Yeah. Even to the point when you said, I will go eat with you at Cheesecake Factory. He saw it as, you know, I would have set aside the date, right? Us being late to that reservation. You're not holding my hand. You're not talking to me in the car. But it seems that you pulling out that camera really, really got to him. Do you mind telling me what you probably took by that? You're just on a date and all of a sudden now she's recording you?
A lot of times, if I'm the one asking a girl out, that's me already offering to pay for the meal, right? That's me already being okay with that, right? But her recording me did feel like that's where I felt like
disrespect.
She was trying to take advantage.
Yes.
She was trying to like, and maybe you had a different view on it, but it felt like at the time that you were just trying to get food, like a free meal from a fancy restaurant. And then you get content from me too to post on
so she gets money from
YouTube, Facebook.
And you get your reputation ran through the mud. So it's all be done at your expense, right?
Right.
Now, that wasn't your take. You have many groups where you encourage women on dating, y'all talk about dating. Right. And this was something that you said, look, y'all see a lot of dates go wrong.
Right.
So based on your mindset, you really felt like he was taking you somewhere beneath your value.
Yeah.
And you were saying, I'm going to show the world how you're treating me, right? Can you tell us a bit about that so he knows that, you know, it wasn't to embarrass you, it wasn't to, you know, get content, any of that. It was, I felt wronged in that scenario. You mind?
No, I did. I
don't
felt
believe
like
this.
you
She's a liar.
didn't see my value. And
cap emojis down into the chat. Chat, MT Army. Cap emojis. Light up the goddamn chat. You didn't see my value. Light up the chat. Cap emojis down into the building. My man, the interviewer, was earthing you politely, and he's giving you a lob pass. Tell us about what you post on social media and help us understand. I don't think you saw my value. I was an hour late to the goddamn date. I was an hour late and I tried to record you. I don't think you saw my value. You was an hour late. You didn't invite him up. You didn't make the trip that he took to come and pick your ass up and put you in his very nice car. You didn't even invite him up. You didn't even show him any affection. You didn't even touch the man. Nothing. Nothing. Did you even hug him when you saw him? No, but you had him pick you up. So picking you up doesn't already show that he's trying to value you. But then you're an hour goddamn late as he sat in his car and doom scrolled up on Instagram. At what point did you provide value to him? And this is the fall of the modern woman today. They don't think that they have to provide anything. There is no such thing as an even exchange at all. It's guy step up. Guy pay, guy court, guy do whatever I want, just as what she said. But you think, and you lead with, he doesn't value me. Caps down into the chat. Let's keep it going. Blow the chat up. This is absurd, ma'am. This is insanity.